G'day, I'm Ian from Stormy Life Jackets, and this is our Sea Pilot's jacket. It's a 3/4 length jacket that's got an integrated deck harness, and it's designed primarily for sea pilots but also for any sort of port workers. The harness is obviously all internal. It secures over the front of the jacket and has a waist strap as well to be able to maintain position when you're in the water. Our jackets also contain pockets on either sleeve there, suitable for an A4 size folder. When you put the jacket on, it's important to, of course, zip it up bottom all the way through to the top, like so. The harness simply attaches there through the loop and then enclosed inside the jacket there and velcroed up. The D-ring comes out through the front of the storm flap, and there your jacket is nice and watertight. The waist strap fits around below the hips and it's designed to hold the jacket close to the body and stop it from riding up. You simply pull that, tighten it up and tuck the leftover into the pocket there. Now this jacket utilises a 33 gram cylinder, as you can see here, and it's manual or water activation. Today, for the purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to demonstrate to you water activation. We also have, you'll see, a water activated strobe light. It's SOLAS approved and it'll activate as soon as I hit the water. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump in. As you can see, it holds me with my head above the water. There's also a hood that we can apply to keep you nice and warm when you're in the water, like so. This jacket will actually self-right, so if I was to fall in a face down position, it would pull me over to the front, like so. G'day. For the purpose of this next demonstration, I'm going to demonstrate the Stormy Pilot's jacket, but with a 38 gram cylinder. This is the same size cylinder that we use for our yokes. It provides 180 newtons of buoyancy. So I'll also demonstrate it as a manual activation, which means I'll activate it by pulling down the pocket once I enter the water, like so. To activate, as you see, there's no buoyancy. To activate, you see, pull the pocket like so. The jacket is now fully inflated, as you can see. There's a lot of inflation on the chest and behind my head. So this is designed to self-right within 5 seconds, and for that purpose I'll just demonstrate that now. So this is the jacket that I just set off, and I'll show you now the process for rearming it. To expel all the air, use the one-way valve here to obviously expel it all, and then flatten it all out, which will remove all air from the chamber. Next step is to rearm it. This is the process of the rearming kit. First up, the expelled CO2 cylinder is to be removed. You can tell it's being used by it being pierced here. Which obviously has used all the air. We need to replace it with a new one. Also, we need to replace the water activated canister if the jacket has been activated manually and automatically. You'll notice that it has been fired. There's no firing pin, and the red part in here is actually been pushed up by the spring. So first step is to replace it with a new water activated canister, which I'll apply there. And that screws on tight. Secondly, you need to rearm it. You need to put the firing indicator in here on the manual inflation arm. This just double checks that it hasn't been fired manually. And the third step is to replace it with the new CO2 cylinder. You'll notice that this one hasn't been pierced, whereas the used one has. So this sort of pops in underneath the elastic there and then screws into the valve like so. You'll notice when the Stormy, and when the CO2 has been placed in there, that it sits perfectly vertical in the valve, like so. The Stormy pop it back up, and that is now rearmed and good to go.